Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for December 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, Monday through Thursday. Now, you know that I'm going to be using some Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Archangel Power Tarot card for the main message. I'll pull one of my Guardian Angel cards, if they don't all fall down. I'll pull one of my Guardian Angel cards. I'll also pull one of my Emily Anderson crystal cards. Now, that will be for the main message, but for the overview, for the introduction on what's going on and just general energies, I will be using my Waite Rider deck, the traditional one, and I will be using my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. The 21st, we are entering into Capricorn season at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, we will be entering, I think it's like right there, 1 minute maybe before, the winter solstice. Now, that is for the Northern Hemisphere. That is when we have the longest night or the longest darkness. In the Southern Hemisphere, light should be, the darkness will be the shortest, where the light will be the longest. Okay. Now, let's see what we have here. Now, the thing that's really important too about these dates is, and the reason that I'm always talking to us about numbers, and I'm talking about dates, and there's things going on around us, is just as I encourage all of us to be working towards the light, a lot of times these dates and numbers, there are others that are working towards the dark. So, I do believe that we counter a lot of that. So that's why we always need to be keeping our thoughts, our words on the positive side. We need to be working towards that light. Okay? So let's see. One card has fallen. Let's see what we have for two other ones. And I told you that I was a intuitive channeler. I opened myself up to higher power. Anything that's reversed has a little stronger message. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. Here we go. First card. All right, now, this is that one, the Three of Swords. It is reversed. The Three of Swords has a really interesting, a lot of times people are like, oh my gosh, let's get rid of that. Let's do this over again. Because the Three of Swords recognizes that there has been heartbreak, that there has been something that has not necessarily felt good, that there has been pain, that this has been a really, this has been a really intense moment. The other thing, so you can see the gray clouds, you can see that there are actually swords in the heart, you can see the rain behind it. The thing is that the rain is behind, and the other thing about the Three of Swords that I want you to kind of look at and really look at this. If this was a current situation, this would be a very, very messy looking card. This is something that has happened in our past. It could be a very recent past. This is something that now says, let it go, let it go. Because, it doesn't mean that we're not going to have scars. Oh, it does not mean that. We will probably carry the scars with us. But will we learn from it? Can we release it? And this is what the Three of Hearts, I keep wanting to say that. The Three of Swords wants to tell us. Now, three in itself has a lot of energy with you say something, do something 3 times, put this out into the universe. Also, it's about celebration. It's about creativity. But this, the Three of Swords, reminds us that, yes, this is, we've had to live through some of the harder times. We've had to live through some things that have almost decimated us. But we still continue. We still live through this. And we then become stronger. We carry our scars, but we carry them as badges of courage. But it also reminds us to now move on, move on. Your next card here, the Ace of Cups. Now, so we have a 3, we have a 1. 1 has new beginnings, new starts. Cups is our, well, I told you that Swords was our Aquarius. It was our, and we have Saturn and Jupiter still in Aquarius. It is also our Gemini. It's also our Libra. Thought process is making plans, really thinking things through. Cups is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, very emotional. Now this has a new opportunity, a new commitment, so this, in order for us to go forward, we have to let go. Doesn't mean that, it does not mean that we forget, because we carry those scars with us. We carry those experiences with us. But now we go forward. We have hope. We have, this has a new relationships, new loves, new energy that's going to push us into newer situations. It really, right, when we're kind of going with this whole heart energy again, it, makes our heart burst with joy. Okay, next cup, oh, next card, again, this one is also reversed. And now we have a 2. 2 has joinings, 2 has crossroads. Do I go this way, that way? 2 has decisions. This is the High Priestess. This is the intuition. This is us reaching out to higher power, guardian angels, whoever we reach out to. This is us really connecting into that, into that other side. There's the natural and there's the supernatural. There's the physical and there's the metaphysical. And this is us meditating. This is us staying quiet for a little bit of time and really connecting about what our next steps are going to be. Where do we want to go? What is supposed to be happening for us too? There is a little bit of submission I'm feeling with the High Priestess. She is, maybe she wants to do her own thing, but yet she realizes that she's being guided by something greater and bigger than herself. Okay? So there's this, I have been feeling very spiritual energy going on, and this kind of confirms that same thing. Okay, now let's go on now with the Osha Zen Tarot cards. I generally use these for, more for words of advice, okay? But let's see what we've got going here. So there's totally new, there is a new developing of our, maybe of our psyche, of our, of our intuition. There is, but again, what this was, again, forgiveness, when I talk about forgiveness, forgiveness is what helps you. Letting go anger is what helps you. The other person doesn't either doesn't know or they don't care. So it's really to get us to a healthier emotional state. But there's really deep feelings, deep searchings. Really, it's kind of, I feel like this is going into that shadow side of us that we have to look and we have to really clear a lot of this, I don't know, is it emotional energy? Is it kind of looking into our own darker energy? It could be. It could be. Okay, let's see what this one is. Okay, well, clinging to the past. Clinging to the past kind of goes along with what we're talking about. So this week's energy is, so we have the 5. 5 has change, positive, negative. And this is kind of telling us, especially with this, how can we move forward? How can we move forward when we cling to that past? And I do know that Saturn and Jupiter are doing some sort of a dance this week. So again, to Saturn, and we are not even halfway through where Saturn with Aquarius is illusion versus reality. So, this could be one of those weeks where we have to really look at the reality. But you know what? What we'd rather do is cling to the past. We'd rather look back than look towards that future. So yes, is it going to be, I do feel that the energies are going to be on the unusual side. I do feel like, because we'll be on the flip side of that full moon. But yet we have the darker energies that sometimes are brought about. Like I said, we want to go towards the light. We want to bring about the light. We want to, we want to endow things like the winter solstice. We want to endow things like, the changing of a season. We want to endow it with the positive, because there's a lot of negative out there. And a lot of times the negative likes to cling to these types of situation, these types of days. So this is going to be one of those times where we might be very reflective. We might need to look deep into our hearts and kind of maybe face some of the messy stuff. But at the same time, once we face it, we'll find out that it really isn't as hurtful as we thought it was going to be. Maybe we've been avoiding it, and now that we, face it head on, It actually isn't the monster we thought it would be either. Okay? Okay, where did that come from? Anyway, I will post this as an introduction for the week, but I will also add this to our readings, which will start now. Hello, my Geminis. Boy, I am feeling the effects of your full moon. It is very strong. So let's see what we have going on for this week for you, okay? Or what the energies will be like. Will they clear up? Will the pathways open? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's see. First card is Strength. Strength. Okay, so we have the 1, 1, 1, new beginnings, 10, transition. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2, choices, decisions, possibly coming together. Archangel Ariel, a very gentle but very powerful archangel. The strength says to you, you do have the strength, the perseverance. Keep going. Do not give up, okay? You must not give up. You have very strong future, strong karma that keeps pushing you forward. You do need to complete some of your karmic energy, and it could be this week, but that's going to be some of it. But the other thing about strength is to encourage you that you do have the strength of purpose, the strength of will, the strength of personality to get through some of the trials, many of the trials that you are possibly going to be facing, not necessarily this week, but as we go forward through life, okay? But at the same time, on the other hand, let's put it that way, you need to be kind and gentle to yourself, and you need to be forgiving to yourself. Okay. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness. Next card, reversed. The King of Gabriel. So King's underlying energy is air, your energy. Gabriel in itself is fire. It is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, passionate, burning, determined. So the king itself, the king, very wise, but at the same time sees the past, sees the present, sees the future, sees the big picture of what's going on, does not stay in the little minutia, does not suffer in silence, does not pull himself down and say, oh, woe is me, woe is me. He picks himself up again. I don't know where we're going, but he picks himself up again, my Geminis, and he sees that everything that he's been through has made him who he is now. And it is like silver that has been strengthened, silver that has passed through the fire. Okay. So that's what, so if you're feeling kind of these energies are not necessarily being a positive push for you, know that you are stronger and you have gone through the fire. And the King of Gabriel, it's like now he sees the clarity. He sees where he needs to be going, and he sees why his journey has taken him where he is. Okay? Okay, generous, inspirational, dramatic, driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. And your last card here, the 9 of Michael. So 9s have, you've got everything you need. So you have a 119, or you can look backwards, 911. 9s have everything you need, the pieces of the puzzle, everything. All you need to do is put it together. Michael is your sign. It is also Aquarius and Libra. There's still a lot of Aquarius. So there is a lot coming from this that introduction pulls into. So I hope you do watch it, because there's a lot of things going on just in the general, and my Geminis, it's almost like you're picking up everybody else's and the universal just the universal energies that are going on. The 9 of Michael tells you not to worry. The 9 of Michael tells you that a lot of this is in your head. At the same time, it's telling you, now should we say it's in your head? No, I don't even want to go. It's in your head. It is something you cannot necessarily do anything about. How's that? And you're not going to necessarily be you're not doing anything with this. It's not your fault. This is things that are just happening. Things are happening around you, and you don't have any control over this. Okay, wow. My Geminis, it seems like a very intense week for you. But The Nine of Michael reminds you, your worry is unnecessary. Your thoughts on the, focus your thoughts on the outcome. Remember, keep your eyes on the big picture. So focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, and worry to your angels. Let it go. Fly away. So it feels like you're going to be feeling a lot. It feels like it's kind of like the energies are pressing down on you. But the thing is, push them away. You can do that and you can use that Gemini full moon energy. Push them away from you. Not necessarily that you're not going to acknowledge or feel, because we have to do that. We have to do that to process it through. But, hey, not my worry, not my deal, okay? Not my circus, not my circus. Okay. This one just popped. Ace of Actions. This is another one, and this would be fire energy. The cherub is heralding a time of wonderful new opportunities related to your creativity, your career, or pursuing your dreams. So it's kind of like this is why you have to look at the big picture. This is why you can't focus on the small stuff, because things are moving and things are happening for you, my Geminis. It's just that you get caught up in that little, in the little, the little nitty gritty. Okay. Related to your creativity, your career, or pursuing your dreams. This is a card of action, and if you've been procrastinating, it's time to really get busy. It's also a great time to start a new business. Have confidence in your abilities. So wow, there is so much here. It's like, the strength card. Hey, believe in yourself. You know that you've got the strength to carry through. Know that you have the strength, that, and the king, the strength to, to prosper, okay? Stop feeling so negative on yourself. Look at where you're going, and that there's so many opportunities out there. So you've got like kind of this, your twins are battling this week. Your twins are battling, okay? There's the one twin that says, yeah, Gemini, we got this. Let's get going. And then there's the other Gemini, the other twin that's kind of like wanting to create a little mischief for you. So let's see what crystal or energy would be helpful for you during this. I don't know, is this a turbulent week, or is this a victorious week? I mean, to me, this king, this ace, and the strength is very victorious. Okay, reversed, malachite. I like malachite. Pain relief, transformation, vision, powerful protection. Oh, so your twins are playing. Okay, anyway. You get through this, my Geminis, because you do, you think. You're a good thinker. You're very intellectual. You're very intelligent. Okay. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications. Most importantly, my Geminis, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.